common problem among household pet snakes is ill appetite. Sometimes captive bred snakes will come home and the change in the environment, the stress due to moving, will often cause them to not want to eat. This is also very common in wild-caught species. The moving in from a wild area into your home is going to be very stressful for the snake and also probably cause it to not want to eat. If your snake is a juvenile, you may want to only give it about 3 or 4 weeks before you start taking action if your snake is not eating. If it's an adult, you can probably wait maybe 2 months, 2 months at least, I would guess, to start taking action if your snake is not eating. One of the things you can do to help your snake is using a product called Appetite Plus. You could put a couple drops directly in your animal's mouth and hopefully this will stimulate your snake to want to eat. Now, if this does not work, it's time to force feed the snake. One of the ways to force feed a snake is using chicken baby food or beef baby food. It actually works really well. It's nutritional. You can add your own vitamin supplements to it if you would like before you force feed it. And what you need to do is just draw it up into a syringe, of course without the needle. Open your snake's mouth and just kind of force it down his throat. Not the syringe, I would only put the tip of the syringe only back to the back of his jaw area, just to where he's at the beginning of the throat. You don't want to gag your snake, you just want it to make sure it goes down the throat. Now, if this is rejected, I would highly recommend taking it to a veterinarian. Another thing you can do to help force feed your snake is to feed it frozen rodents. You can buy these at your local pet store. A lot of captive breeders and hobbyists feed their snakes frozen food simply because it seems like a captive animal should be fed frozen food. Now, if you need to feed your snake frozen food by force, what you would have to do is restrain your snake's head and open it up. If you can get the head of the rodent inside the snake's mouth, instincts will usually take over and they'll begin to draw the rodent down into their belly. Now, this is an awkward action to watch because their jaws do dislocate both here on the sides and both top and bottom in front. They dislocate their jaws into 4 separate sections and they can move them back and forth to draw the rodent back into their mouth.